Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana.
So much stuff I want to tell you this video, but first I want you to share it. Link it to anyone. I want you to link it to 2 people. I want you to link it to one person you think might like it, and then one person that's absolutely gonna laugh at me and hate it. And I want you to ask them to leave comments. I would love you forever if you link them. If it's your first time here, yay, you're probably like my favorite kind of person right now. Please subscribe. Subscribing to YouTube is free. Just click the little bell and it will give you a notification every single time that I make a new video, which is very frequent. It's been like 1 video a day, like this entire week, and if I'm not posting a video, I'm live on my live stream. Speaking of my live stream, this is a little ad, hashtag ad, just a mini one. On my Twitch, I have this huge subscriber package where I give all of my subscribers on Twitch that has a monthly autographed photo, over 1,200 past broadcasts that I did with my gaming experiences and webcam and everything, my different outfits and my makeup, a ton of other cool stuff like being added on Snapchat. I will always check your story and comment. I think you should join part of our community. We're called the Plastics, and then you get access to this subs only site, which you just like sign up to get giveaways if you're a sub. And right now we're giving away this cute little teacup. I think it's pretty cute. And if you don't want like that one, then just tell me what kind of giveaway you want next time. And I'm going to be giving away merch all the time. And I always play games with my subs. I love them the most. I'm the nicest to them, and I listen to their song requests. You pretty much get spoiled, I promise. Unless I don't like you, then I'm going to ask you to unsubscribe. My eye keeps on watering. It's so difficult. It has like allergy feeling to it, but I don't have allergies. And my nose feels like weird, but you know, I don't have allergies, guys. Why I decided not to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So yeah, having a boyfriend feels like really awesome because you have somebody you could talk to, possibly be with for the rest of your life, and it's really romantic and cute. You get to go on dates, you get to play games together and stuff. But I'm just kind of sacrificing this part of my life right now in order to just get to know my viewers more, because honestly, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, when I like meet you guys, I have so much fun, and I kind of get like just a, if you will, high just from like meeting you guys, just knowing you and just talking to you. So I'm kind of gonna give up like my personal romantic life in order to better my relationship with my viewers. If you're any kind of friend or any kind of good viewer, you would understand my choice and respect it as well. If you want to know about why I always act so crazy and stuck up and I'm obsessed with brands like Kylie Cosmetics and Louis Vuitton, and why I'm obsessed with Abercrombie and Fitch, old Abercrombie, not new. I don't like the new one. I didn't buy any of the new stuff. But if you want to know why I'm obsessed with all those kind of things, you can blame my first boyfriend, because he spoiled me, and then I just knew, that's like when I learned like what a name brand was, and that's when I got all my first name brand stuff. That's when I got my first 2 Louis Vuittons. That's when I got all my Abercrombie clothes. And that's why I'm a bitch, basically. Thank you for helping me find my inner bitch so I can deal with all of like the meanness in the world strongly with branded objects. If you thought I was joking about the whole record label thing, I wasn't joking. And a lot of people, like, I don't know, they're not taking it seriously. So I just want to give you a little update about it. I was actually feeling in some passionate type of way yesterday. Thank you for the follow. Oh my god, I feel like I'm streaming. Oh, that's so fun. I miss streaming so much. I feel in some kind of passionate type of way, and it was before like I took my 2 shots of rum chata, which is my favorite alcoholic. I know I said tequila is my favorite, but it's like not. Tequila is like nasty. I hate anything that's like clear and tastes like fucking rubbing alcohol. Like fuck that shit, man. That's just so nasty. Like honestly, my favorite are this row of stuff. I did it in my Snapchat last night. It's all the Bailey's stuff. The almond one tastes great. You don't even have to refrigerate the Bailey's stuff, which is why it's incredible, because they didn't use like some kind of milk or something. Like, I don't know, like they did something special to it that you don't have to refrigerate Bailey's for a very long time, and it's one of the few that kind of alcohol that can stay on the shelf. And yeah, so I love Bailey's and I love rum chata. Rum chata is my favorite because when I went to Vegas, the bartender at Dick's Last Resort made me a cinnamon toast crunch shot, which is my first time. It's basically rum chata with Fireball and something else, I don't know. I only would put those two, and it really fucking tastes like cinnamon toast crunch, and it's just delicious. Like, you drink it, there's like nothing like gross about drinking it, unless if you don't like sugar. I love sugar in dessert, so obviously I love it. The link is down below to the record label shit, right? Like my first like time rapping, I'm not gonna use any of those raps in my song, except maybe in the intro I wanna say I fucking hate waffles, because I fucking hate waffles. And I'm not talking about a person or anything, I'm talking about like the actual food. Like, they just gross me out now more and more. Every single year I get older, I just get more and more grossed out by waffles, and the more I tell people that I like don't like waffles and they tell me how much they love waffles, I just keep getting more and more grossed out, and the more strongly I feel that I don't fucking like waffles. So it's definitely gonna be in my song. So I wrote how I was feeling some type of way last night, and I sent it to my producer, and he turned it into like rhyming. And thank you, God, because I suck at songwriting. Oh, as much as I wish to say that I didn't. That's why my first song just went so downhill, because the beats that I picked and the rhythm of the rap were all different for all the verses, and it just did not flow. And I was just getting so frustrated, like, why isn't this working? Like, I thought like writing a song would be easy, like it's not. So I wrote down my feelings, and he turned it into fucking poetry, so thank you. And then he made a beat in like one day. I was like, oh my god, like I'm loving this beat. Like, it was very, very basic. I love the hi-hat. Oh my god, it sounds so good. So yesterday, while I was feeling some type of way, after I had the shots and ate dinner, I was just like in the zone, and I was like, I just want to listen to like good music, and I just want to sing to Ariana Grande, and I just want to sing to The Weeknd, I just want to sing to Lana. And that's what I did. I just sat there and like sang for like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and loved it. And I was like, oh, I love it. Oh, and Tory Lanez, oh my god, so good. And then like I got a message, like, check your email, whatever. I check it, it has 3 audio files. One has the beat that's with the hook, one just has the beat alone. I'm gonna be using the beat with the hook so I could like try to rap on it. And then one has him putting the rap on the beat so I could practice. So I practiced it, I changed a whole bunch of words. Oh my god, the first 2 times that I edited it, it was so mean. It was like so fucking mean. I was like calling people hoes. I was like calling like, what was I saying? Like I was like teabag. Oh my god, I was so mean. Afterward I edited it again, and then now it's more like about like these are the keywords, like queen, king. I talk about keys, and I talk about story of the century. Like, I love those like kind of words. Like, it just reminds me of like storytelling. Like, I just love the word story. And I mean storytelling like also like fairy tales, and storytelling also in advertising. Working in an ad agency, actually one of the major themes is storytelling, and I bet you didn't fucking know that. And I think that is so cool, because they tell stories in advertising. When you watch a commercial, and it's a really good one, it's telling a story from start to finish. So creatives in advertising really try to capture storytelling. If you are one of my sisters or one of my then boyfriends, you know that every single time I wake up, I will either tell you in person or text you a dream. And growing up, and my sisters and I, we either used to just all share a room, or when we had our own rooms, we used to go to each other's room in the morning, and we all used to take turns telling our dreams. And this practice I've been doing ever since I can remember, ever since we could talk to each other. We always woke up and told each other our dreams. So, oh, thank you for the follow on Instagram. Oh yeah, I opened up my Instagram to everyone, so enjoy. We tell each other our dreams and shit, right? So now why is that important? Because when you recall a dream as soon as you wake up, you actually remember a lot more, and then you remember more and more and more, and you remember it in retrospect. Like, you do it reversely. Like, you'll remember the most recent thing, then you'll remember, oh, actually before that this happened, oh, actually before that this happened. And because you're saying it out loud verbally, and you're also telling it to someone, you will actually have a greater chance of remembering that dream later. So whenever I tell somebody a dream or I write it down, I actually remember the dream forever. That's why I love capturing my dreams, if you will. I feel like I'm capturing them, and you know, I fucking love dreams. Like, even if it's a nightmare, like, it just like really like gets me, like, oh, they're so good. I wrote this in the notes section of my iPhone, right? So I dreamt it was my birthday, and I got a couple of cake boxes. So first cake is from this girl. I don't remember if this girl was my cousin or if it was someone else, but whoever gave me the cake is either a cousin or a friend. It was a female. She put her own face on my cake, but I was okay with it. I was like, oh my god, thank you for sending me this cake. By the way, for my 20th birthday, I wanted to put my art on my cake, and it's the one that Ayasab drew for me. Her link is down below. She's so talented and nice, and she does commissions, so she can draw you or draw anything you want her to draw. She's so good. I asked them to put it on my cake, and they actually said no. They said no because of copyright. And I was like, dude, like, it's my art. Like, I ordered it. I bought it. I have proof. I could give you proof. And they were like, no, like, we won't put that picture on your cake. We only put photos. And I was like, I didn't steal it, bro. Like, it's mine. That's so mine. Okay, so yeah, that's a story, a tangent story about the cake. So she put her face on my cake, and I was like, it's okay, thank you for the cake. I got about, like, I want to say like 5 more boxes on top of that, or 4. And one of them was filled with Klondike bars, all vanilla. The others were filled with like treats that like melt, basically like ice cream kind of treats, and they're all different, and whatever's in the box, there's a lot of them. So I don't remember what was in every other box. Okay, so then like flash, we go over to this other place. It's a very tall staircase, like in Britney Spears' mansion, how she has like that tall spiraling staircase, or Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey's mansion, the first one they had in Newlyweds, like that. We climbed to the top. I was with my 2 sisters. By the way, my sisters and I are each a year apart, and I'm the oldest, and yeah, I love them so much. I even mentioned them in my song, so I'm excited. So we were climbing up this tall staircase together. They're in front of me, actually. Like, the youngest sister's just like right here, the middle sister's right here, and I'm like behind both of them, just like watching them walk up the stairs, like really close to them. And the entire staircase is just covered in roses. It's baby pink roses with like lighter baby pink roses. So it looks like a mosaic of roses, and I don't want to say ombre because it wasn't a smooth gradient and all. It was just all meshed together. And the reason I think I dreamt of this was Rich Chiga's glow video, how he's laying in the flowers, and I was like, wow, those flowers are so pretty. So I think that's why I dreamt of that. So then we reached to the top, and remember, everything is pink. All of the roses turned blood red. There was no ombre, there was no gradient. It was just fucking blood red. And I immediately took out my phone. I actually had my phone in my hand already, because that's how I am in real life. I do not text while walking, and I do not I don't text while walking. I hate that. I literally stop at a corner to text rather than walk like this. Like, I do not do this. Like, I do not. All of the roses turned blood red, and I took out, well, my phone was already out. I took a video on Snapchat of the roses, but like, it kind of got fucked up. Like, this always happens to me in real life. Like, I take a video and I delete it. I take a video and I delete it. But I've become a lot better about it, especially about pictures. Like, today I only took 3 pictures ever. I did not take like 50 pictures and like pick like my 3 favorite. I took 3 pictures ever, like right off the bat. I'm like, this is it, this is done. Post it on Instagram, post it on Snapchat, it's done. Like, that's it, that's the pictures for today. I took a video and I deleted it, and then the roses are still bloody. So I took another video of the roses, and then I wasn't happy with it, so I deleted it. And then the roses turned into those little flowers, the green and white ones that come with roses. That's what they started to turn into. The entire staircase all turned into it. So then I missed it on my Snapchat because I just deleted the video. And that's always my fear about making videos, and that's why I kind of post them right away, because I just never know like if it's gonna go away or if the next video will ever get better. So that's why I try to stay satisfied. But the red roses went away. I never got to send it to my Snapchat story. And the entire staircase turned into those basic kind of little baby flowers, but it still looked really pretty because it was very full, like very thick and full. Even when it was the roses, it was very thick and full. So then I like looked up at my sisters, and my middle sister's name is Jessica. Like, just like the roses were red and now it's just this green. And then I'm so sad because, you know, I didn't get it on my Snapchat. I'm expressing to her. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I did tell her, like, oh my god, it was red and now it's green, basically. Those are the words I remember. Like, I was like, these were red roses and now it's these green plants. And then she says, actually, there was also blue in there. There were these blue roses. And then in my mind, in my dream, I inserted a flashback of the roses being blue. But the first time I had the dream, no, there was no fucking blue roses. But as soon as in my dream she told me that the roses were once blue, I imagined it and then I accepted it and I was like, yeah, they were once blue too, you're right. But they never were in my dream. If this makes any sense to you, it makes so much sense to me. So then I'm having a flashback of when the roses were blue. And when they were blue, it was so beautiful too. Because the entire thing was just mosaic, once again, of baby blue, cornflower blue, and baby blue mosaic all around. Like just all of them like all together mixed up. And it was so pretty. Like I just saw it all, and some of them were so blue and they were so close to white, and it was so pretty, but they were never white, they were all blue. We go to a beach house, it's still my fucking birthday. There are these two little girls there and they're so cute, man. One of these girls, she's a very fair complexion and she has short curly hair and it comes all the way down to here. It's just very, 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 very curly. And the other girl, I don't remember her very much, but they're both so skinny and cute. They're wearing like those little t-shirts and little tutu dresses and stuff, and like, you know, the little girls always wear. And I was like, hey guys, and then they started singing happy birthday to me, so I took a Snapchat of them and I'm like, oh my god, you guys are so cute. So we're inside of the beach house. Everything is glass. There's glass, you look out to the beach and it's thunderstorming. It's thunderstorming, there's lightning, there is so much rain, and I was like, oh my god, this is so fucking beautiful. I see the ocean waves washing up and stuff, and then I see a boat in the distance, and the boat is coming towards me. It's this huge ass boat made of all metal, and it's like pointed, and it's huge. It's so big. It has two men in it, and they're like coming like straight towards us, and I think they're gonna like crash like into me. So I take like the little girls and like I don't want them to get hurt and stuff, and then it kind of like skids onto the sand diagonally, and it doesn't crash. But then I go outside, and I recall this. When I wake up, I realized that it was thunderstorming outside, but I did not get wet, I did not feel rain, but it was still dark outside, it was still thunderstorming, and it was still raining, but I did not feel like the wetness of the rain. I didn't feel any water whatsoever. So I'm outside on the sand. The little girls, they kind of stay like close to like the door. Like I know like I kept going, but they stayed back. And all of a sudden it turns into a speedboat and those two guys go on it, and in my dream I make it make sense that yes, the boat broke down and then inside of it was like a speedboat, so it just revealed like the smaller speedboat, so there was no more big boat anymore, and there was like little tiny fragments of like wood everywhere. This is the last line that I wrote. In my dream, I'm forced to believe the transformation of this boat is due to all the wooden parts just breaking off. So I just thought that was like the most beautiful dream I fucking had in a while. I'm so happy about this dream. It has brought me like nothing but happiness, so I hope that like this little story like makes you happy. It was a really good dream, and basically I want you to start writing down your shit and yeah, tell hello to someone. Usually whenever I dream about someone, I always tell them it, unless it's like super weird or I don't know them well enough, then I just actually don't. Like I dreamt about this girl that I went to high school with, but I decided not to tell her that she was in my dream because I don't want to be like, yo girl, I just dreamt of you. Like this sounds kind of weird, but in my dream we were just like in a classroom and there was glitter involved and like some kind of arts and crafts and something. But yeah, I pretty much like her very much because she's so personable, and I got to know her better throughout these couple years, rather like as opposed to like when I was in high school. I feel like in high school we were a little more distant, but now like we grew up and I got to know her, and I'm just so happy about that. I'm just gonna wrap it up. I'm just gonna keep it simple today, and look out for my song because I've been practicing it a lot and I've been rapping it a lot. You just finished watching this video. I want you to right now press thumbs up or thumbs down. That's right, yes, or thumbs down. Because if I see a thumbs down, I'm gonna know that you don't like this video, like my Ariana Grande headphones video that I thought I was doing like such a great job, but apparently everybody hated it. So if there's a lot of dislikes, I'm never gonna make that kind of video again. If there's like somewhat decent amount of likes, maybe, you know, I'll make more story time. Remember to subscribe, turn your notifications on. Check me out on Insta because now it's open for everybody, and write me a comment anywhere. And most of all, remember to share this video with two people, one person that will hate it, one person that will like it, and tell them to comment, and I want to meet them and I want to talk to them. So see you later.